the times we are going through now together, they seem quite dark lately, right? A lot of things are being revealed and put to the surface, and also a lot of documents and files have been released. So we question the world more and more because we've been always informed by mass media what's right and what's wrong, and we were taught by society what's right and what's wrong. And now it seems like everything is evil. Everything is dark around us, and
everything that used to be beautiful
Yeah.
and pretty and
Yeah.
like our safe space turns out that it might be more dark
Yeah.
than we think it is. And we are questioning our history, we are questioning our past, the way we have been living. Have we really heard the truth always? What we believed our society is, how we live, was this really the truth?
Because we were taught that, for example, our kings and queens in the past were superior people, godlike people, and very rich, covered in gold.
With blue blood.
But we go to visit the castles, and we go to visit the really beautiful mansions and museums, and we fantasize how amazing and how beautiful those people were. But as you can see, maybe the truth is different. Maybe the wealth and all this huge abundance made people's mind to go a little bit crazy, a little bit sideways, somewhere where they were not supposed to go. If they would be living in survival, if they would be still
Yes.
frightened and fighting for their life and going 9-to-5 job or like morning to evening field work, and stuff like that. So why we are saying it is that we are being supported. I feel very big support of some transformational energy. I don't want to say any beings. I don't want to name any
Gates.
anything like that, because it's much greater than this. The whole concepts and structures and systems are falling apart right in front of our eyes. We can feel very insecure, and we are feeling very insecure because we thought it started with the little steps like some pandemic and all these things, but it was just opening the gates, and it was already preparing several decades before. Whatever is happening now is a result of doing, not now, but 10, 20, 50, 100, 200 years before even us being in this planet, in this consciousness.
You make a very good point with the elite and the rich and wealthy people having too much time on their hands, that they can start to do really dark stuff and play with really weird energies and things. And it makes absolutely sense for us because we have been out of the 9-to-5 jobs for the past 6 years. And it was very challenging to be with yourself, to not be busy all the time, to not be occupied with your job and with the people you deal with. You actually have to be with yourself. And I can really imagine when you have all the money that you could possibly need and much more, nothing is exciting anymore. The fancy vacation, the beautiful business trip, like business class trip, nothing is exciting. Even the 3 Michelin star food, it's just all, you can have it anytime you want, and it becomes worthless to you. So
the dopamine is needing still better and bigger stimulation for your brain to satisfy you, to make you feel alive, right?
Yeah, and what we have seen, what has been released, seems very satanic. Like that people are really worshippers of this dark craft, these dark energies. I read it sometimes in books about alchemists, about the dark energies and the good energies, the light energies. And it's really, for me, it's like a story. I'm reading it, it makes sense to me. I understand that we are living in this very energetic world and that we are infinite beings. I get it. But at the same time, it's for me also some story and very, very much in the past, usually in the 1400s or something like that. But now you see that people worship these dark energies now. And it's the people that we have been seeing on our movie screens, on the television, people that advocate for healthier and better lives. They're meeting every year in Davos in Switzerland, and we think that those people are really caring for us. But there's a lot more darkness behind that, and it's very eye-opening, and it's actually a really good time, I feel, to be alive, because it's coming all to the surface. It's not hidden anymore.
I used to adore Hollywood stars, or I used to adore certain health gurus, or whatever is there, whatever was served to me as to a girl, I wanted to
And
copy.
what was but what was accepted by mainstream, that's what's important. What the mainstream media and the public opinion was usually positive about.
It's very interesting for my brain, for example, for my systems in what I was taught. It used to be really cool to look up to somebody like Hollywood stars, or, you know, they had special diets, special clothes, special perfume, and you wanted to get it. You wanted to be a little bit like them. You wanted to have that glow like them. But now you can see that they are also having some dark side of them, and now it puts the light all over them, not only on one spot.
Not just dark side, that they have that they make mistakes in their life, but much darker, that they actually consciously
hurted people, and
that they consciously move towards that road where they go more and more towards darkness. You see it in the songs, in the popular songs now. So often they sing about the devil and about Satan, and like, why is this even a topic? Is this, for these artists, for these singers, is this something they think about in their life? Is this a topic that is in their mind, that they are inspired to create a beautiful or fun and rhythmic song about it? It's so weird. It doesn't make sense, because this is never in my mind, these dark energies, but they're really engaging with these cults and these circles. I don't know, it's very strange.
I think that if you live in today's world, you can also see that there is a lot of darkness coming up, and young people are singing and worshiping devil and stuff like that. And in the past, when I was growing up, we were hearing songs about unhappy love, you know, and
Also very popular, yeah.
it was popular, but it was from the past, you know. Also Shakespeare wrote about unhappy love.
It's something that everyday people experience.
Yeah,
it makes kind of sense, you know. I can understand somebody who goes through heartbreak is inspired to create a song.
And art is supposed to nourish the soul, but what kind of soul nourishes art nowadays? And this is about us, about our choice every single day, and about every single color we choose to bring into our life.
For me, the turning point was during COVID. When that started, I started to see a little bit beyond what the media was telling me. Until that point, I was kind of trusting it and believing in it. But it really was so ridiculous, so far away from common sense, that it was just clear what's happening out there, and more is coming out, and we see a big shift also in people, because they are becoming aware of it. They're no longer going to support these people who are accepted by the mainstream media, and they moved towards another fraction, and that other fraction starts to gain power, and it's like a huge shift in this society, and I believe it's a very good thing. And I think also that we humans, we always balance it, you know. We swing towards one extreme, then we swing towards another extreme. There's always some balance. The pendulum continuously swings. Maybe we get it to that sweet spot where it's not that extreme anymore, but it's just a very natural thing.
I am very disappointed that people who I look up to are now, to me, seeming like I don't want to have anything to do with them. And I even don't care if they are or they are not guilty, or if they did or didn't do something. It just totally erased all, or removed my pink glasses from my eyes. And I don't think that I wasn't critical enough to people before, but now I see that there is nobody who you can trust really in this 3D. You have to always feel with your heart if something is right or not. And you have to really use and improve your intuition very well, so you will not fall into something, into some trap, because we are falling into traps a lot throughout the life.
It's usually something that women are very good with, that are very in touch with their intuition. And also when I go somewhere with Petra, she usually has her intuition telling me quite quickly, hey, this person, let's stay away from them. I'm not really interested in that, or something just feels weird or odd. I don't want to engage with that person. And it's this intuition. It's
Can you
telling
give me
you.
that green thing?
Yes.
I'm reading a book now from 1928. It's not translated in English, but it was written by a writer in Czech Republic. And they are basically worshipping machines and cities. And they would like, in that 1928 novel, they would like to put people into the system so much that they are not interested in having children, and they are just going to be like a machines, going to work, doing their part of the job, going home, watching TV. Basically what we are living now, they are describing in this book. And they even want to multiply people and create good workers for the system. It's gonna be like bees. Only the chosen one will have children and they will multiply, so they will feed the system. So they will be like bees, only working and working for the system.
And we see this in the school system as well, how it's still working. Like 100 years ago, it didn't evolve at all. And I think a very interesting part and also challenge for us will be to create our own systems, because now it's coming to us, to the people, that it's in our hands, and we have to figure out what makes sense. How can we really build something that can work for us? It's no longer just a few people like in the EU who make the decision for 20 other countries together. It's gonna be our job.
I also see from that book, which I talk about, that people are now very much motivated, and especially women, to do some intervention within their bodies. You know, it's okay to cut your breasts and put their implants and then cut it out and put it out. And it's okay to make your lips looking like you have an allergy and you just were stung by 50 bees. And it's okay to look like basically sick, you know, because it is making us look unnatural and almost like sick. It's a precursor, and it's very much allowed and wanted, because it wants to get us somewhere where we will be so detached from the body, where we will not care that much about what's happening, and it's just normal to cut here and do tattoos here and do piercings and whatever.
Until we no longer want to have children, no longer want to procreate.
Yeah. Until we just don't care about the body and the planet and anything. So this is really a thing which we should be cautious about, because I believe that we are being tested. And if we are going to keep our energy up and our heart open, and we still work on our heart being open, and believe me, it's really hard lately, you know, last few months are quite heavy energetically, and it's long, the winter is really long. I believe that we really have to never give ourselves to the dark side. I have this vision in my mind about this person being shot by enemy, and you have like 3 minutes or 2 minutes to live. In that moment, you can decide if you're gonna be angry and mad and feel bad for everything because you have just 1 minute already. You are almost out of your time on this planet. Or you are going to be grateful that you are there for 1 more minute, and you can just give to yourself, give your energy to the good. So basically, in every second, we are contributing to the good, to this power and this energy, right?
We can tease you a little bit as well, because Petra and I are currently testing the coherence sensors from HeartMath, and it's been about a week that we've been testing it, and it's really incredible how we can change our heart rhythm and the feeling that it creates of coherence, of bliss, of expansiveness in the heart, and how it has a carryover effect to our entire day and our entire life. So we're testing it right now, and we will soon make a review video, so watch out for that. And it's a very important practice that we keep giving our energy to the good, as you said.
Because if you think about it, you could always know that your energy goes somewhere. And I saw today a post on Instagram, and there is this question, where do you think you're putting your energy? And basically there is a person, like a singer on a concert surrounded with thousands of people, and guess where their energy goes? It goes right into that person. Everybody is sending energy to that person. That's why these people get very addicted, because they don't know what to do with so much energy. They were on drugs usually. They can't deal with life normally because they don't know what to do with that energy, and they don't know what to do and how to live without that energy, because they always are able to only receive that amount of energy, and since that everything is bland.
They don't know how to give it to themselves.
And everything is bland. If you don't have that, such a boost, everything is bland. That's why they still try and make themselves pretty and attractive and do a lot of scandals, because we have to have fun and we have to put our energy in them.
It's they want the attention with this, with the public behavior and the scandals.
Yeah.
They will receive more of the attention.
It's also about all the gurus, everybody who is in front of massive amounts of people. They do that because of this, because it makes them feel very, very good. But at the same time, everything outside of that is not that good. You know what I mean? So they have to still recharge this energy, and it's really crazy how it works, but if you think about it, it makes sense.
We will definitely not be bored in the next few decades of this life here on this planet. It will be very interesting, and it also really needs you. It really requires you, your energy, because it's not just you doing it for yourself that you feel good. That's the first thing, but it will carry over everything, over the whole planet, and it's so important, and each individual counts. And that's why we make these videos as well. We want to keep reminding us that we are unlimited, that we are having the power to change, that we are having the power to live in positive, uplifting emotions. That's why we do all this, and we feel that it's a very positive time to be alive, because things are really changing for the better, and we want to believe in this. We choose to believe in this because that's the life we want to live. That's the society we want to live in.
I have lately feeling that it really tries to convince me that it's not that good now on this planet. But if you look around you, it's just a mind game. It's just so hard to sometimes look above it or beyond it and connect to your heart, that it's actually really you are here in love, and because of love, and you are love.
Share with us in the comments how you feel about this, how you see the world changing, and what was maybe your moment where you started to wake up to the truth. Don't ever forget that you're unlimited. If you would like to share some more time with us, we also have this video here for you next.